Looks like Joe's got a little work in front of him. If you know how to run a little skill saw, you know, and a drill, you can do this project. It's not that difficult. Couple hours later, let's take a look at this now. Oh yeah. You remember how stacked full this was? Because we only had this bottom shelf here. We didn't have this shelf here or this shelf. That's pretty good. It's all nice and black, pre-finished black edges, and I use those 4 adjustable shelf pieces, and I cut them all in there and made it all fit nice and pretty. You know, do you think you could do this? I know you could do this. Let's take a closer look at these shelf brackets and the attachments. How are we going to do that? Now these uprights came from the shelf piece that I cut off, and I didn't have to put them out all the way like the other ones because I didn't have enough material. So I just held it back a little bit. See there? See this gap right here? I just held it back, and the upper shelf hangs over that because this doesn't have to have support all the way through. I got this shelf upright support back about 3 3/4 inches or so, and that's plenty. This is not going to sag from that. Okay, and so I just have one piece there, and it doesn't go all the way back either. It's just right in the middle, and that holds that shelf. And remember the shelf here. This shelf here goes back 18. Oh wait, not that shelf. This shelf, these 2 shelves. Okay, these shelves go back almost 18 inches, 17 3/4 or so. And I've got the joint there, and I split it and I ripped that back piece and I put the rough cut on the back side, so I have finished edge to finished edge right there. That way it's all nice and smooth. If you don't cut a perfectly straight line with your skill saw in there, that's okay, you know, because it's way back there in the back. You know, when I cut it in half, I used the other piece for up here, and here's the cut back there. And so that came out pretty good. I even used some shelf, the little bits of the shelf end, you know, for some cleats. You see that cleat back there? It's kind of hard to see it. It's black. You can hardly see it because it's so finished in there. See, and that came off of the shelf end, and I made sure when I cut it, I had the finished end facing down and put it in there that way. So I kind of had to think really close when I did this project. How am I going to use all my material and have all the finished ends out and all that? The most tricky part was this next bit. You figure out how I nailed it. I'm telling you this just in case you want to put some shelves together like this and add them into an armoire and figure out how you're going to attach that bottom. And then for this support up here, I did the same thing with the little nails, the nail trick, and did it that way. That's a good way to support those and make it look all nice and finished. The cupboard looks a little bare now. It looks like I need to go shopping. Look at all that extra room I got up there. All by adding a few shelves. Hey, if I can do it, you can do it. An armoire as a food pantry. What will Joe think of next? Hey, that's our project. I'll see you next time.